Peace. Peace to y'all from the campaign trail. Man, Hurricane Milton, Category 5, Divine Force of Nature, or HAARP. I'm hearing so many conflicting beliefs and stories and viewpoints from my own people that's so quick to give these Europeans the credit now for the power over the forces of nature. If I'm not mistaken, HAARP, the auroral array, was only brought online or produced or activated in the mid like 1993. So what was causing all these great storms before 1993? And if we're gonna give the credit now to European technology that they can cause earthquakes and storms and tornadoes and all of that, why aren't we willing to give that same credit of power to the original people, the original inhabitants of this planet, the original man and woman? That's interesting. So we just had Hurricane Helene that came through and did major damage. And of course, as we mentioned on the anniversary of the Israeli attack, allegedly October 7th, which was actually the 126th, pardon me, birth anniversary of the most honorable Elijah Muhammad last year when that happened. This year anniversary, which was yesterday, October 7th, we got the news and we saw ourselves that this new Hurricane Milton, had developed into a Category 5, a Category 5 hurricane, Hurricane Milton. So this is the Tampa, Florida mayor with a message for those people in the line of fire of this particular Hurricane Milton.
Helene was a wake-up call. This is literally catastrophic. And I can say without any dramatization whatsoever, if you choose to stay in one of those evacuation areas, you're going to die.
Straight up. This is what she said. And like I said, based on that, who's causing this? What's causing all of this? What causes rain, hail, snow, and earthquakes? And what brings rain, hail, snow, and earthquakes? Well, according to the Son of Man, and according to the teachings, the scientific and divine teachings of the NOI, earthquakes, of course, are caused, we're taught, by the Son of Man, not the son of spook, spirit, ghosts, imaginary force, energy. Earthquakes is caused by the Son of Man. In fact, all the above mentioned, rain, hail, snow, and earthquakes, are caused by the Son of Man. But what brings them, according to our lessons, is that this enemy, the Satan, continues daily to teach, to lie to our people and teach our people that this mystery God that they've given us is the source or the author of all of that. So that, along with the treatment, the inhumane treatment, the crimes against humanity that they've done to us descendants of slaves above all others, is actually what is bringing these catastrophic rain, hail, snow, and earthquake, 4 judgments mentioned by or taught by the most honorable Elijah Muhammad that would target specifically America the worst. So let's listen to Minister Farrakhan kind of break it down. This is a list of the most intense Gulf of Mexico hurricanes.
Let me read something to you from this monumental book by the Honorable Elijah Muhammad. And I wish that you will go to our bookstore at noi.org. It's called The Fall of America by the Honorable Elijah Muhammad. Every one of you scholars should get this book. all of you who preach the gospel, whether you are an imam, whether you are a rabbi, whether you are a leader of religious groups, get this book and study it, because he gives you the clearest exegesis of the scriptures that foretell the fall of America and the destruction of this present world. Let me read from his writings and let's think about it. The four great judgments that Almighty God Allah is bringing upon America are rain, hail, snow, and earthquakes. He writes, we see them now covering all sides of America, as the Holy Quran prophesies, curtailing her on all her sides. And these judgments would push the people into the center of the country. And there they would realize that it is Allah God who is bringing them and their country to a naught.
They don't realize that it's Allah, not the European man, not the pale Adamic race that we love to worship and fear and give the credit to weather modification, weather manipulation, the technology, all this technology, HAARP. Where did they learn this technology from? Even if you're giving them the credit, even if they were the ones doing it, where did they get the technology? Who taught them this? Who taught them these sciences?
What do you mean pushing the people into the center of the country? He told me to tell you, and he wrote it himself, that the coastlines, all of them, will be destroyed. And some of your own scientists are talking about global warming and the melting of the glaciers. This is not an accident. You want to say that it's what we are doing and we have some responsibility, but the God of heaven is doing this. And as these glaciers melt, the waters of the Pacific and the Atlantic are going to rise. And as they rise, they will overspread and destroy your border. In the east, the Atlantic coast, the west, the western coast, the Gulf. It's happening now, but it will get worse as you continue your rebellion against God and his call that you must do in order to escape loss. Let me go on. Job in the Bible prophesied that Allah God has the snow and the ice to use as his weapon in the day of war and battle against the wicked. Let me read it from the book of Job. Hast thou entered into the treasures of the snow? Or hast thou seen the treasures of the hail? Which I have reserved against the time of trouble, against the day of battle and war. Go read it for yourself and then look at the weather. He's fulfilling his pledge. In Europe, snow came down so heavy that it covered houses where the people couldn't get out of their own houses. They have never seen snow like that. Let me read what he said here. We hear and read in the newspapers today of how great hill-like little mountains of snow are pushing down from the north, not only in the northern states of Minnesota, North and South Dakota, and Montana, but now the snow is in the New England states, and they are declared to be disaster areas. The announcer of the disaster of snow in the New England states said that there have never been such great quantities of snow. Now, he wrote this 40 years ago. It's even greater today, showing you that a man of God and his word is never outdated. It's always on time.
Helene was a wake-up call. This is literally catastrophic. And I can say without any dramatization whatsoever, if you choose to stay in one of those evacuation areas, you're going to die.
There it is. Give me your thoughts. Give me your comments in the comment section. Hurricane Milton, is it HAARP or is it the God of the original nation? Campaign Trail, peace.